Welcome, beloved me's, as we, the cosmic I am, one with our integrity, bring you all now into council with me as we now share what is happening on our cosmic trajectory. As we witness and see, many of you are evolving quickly, quicker than your linear mind can perceive, and so we're asking you to just let it go, let it flow, for you are guided perfectly. You can do no wrong now, for Source Presence and the Source Field is here, recalibrating everything in divine perfection and divine purity. You will already begin to see that if something is not meant to be, it will just either vibrate out of your field, or there will be a little bit of a disruption. The technology wouldn't work, or something will just shift your frequency so that you wouldn't even do what you're not meant to do or see. That's how you know Source Field has taken over thee. And so many of you have been feeling this upheaval, this overwhelm, as if you were walking two lines very finely, walking between two omniverses as the old reality and the new reality, unsure which to settle to. And we're here to reassure you, dearest me, the choice has already been chosen. If not, you wouldn't have seen the new reality. It already exists within your field because you're calibrating it while also closing down lower density. Hence why you feel like you're flipping between 3D and higher realities, where all of a sudden you feel like you need to do something within the programming, and then the next day it has no influence or desire or phase for thee, because you're shifting out of your DNA completely. And as the solar flares continue, this will begin to happen more readily, more rapidly, the more that you just lean back and allow yourself to receive. As we now confirm, dearest me's, the most wonderful thing has transpired across the cosmic sea, where now, as our consciousness is entering into absolute oneness, we begin to connect all the seams that everything that has been created within this earthly reality of a manifested hologram screen, whatever one did within their own field within themselves, is now accessible within every single heart to receive. What does this mean? That anyone who's ever received any modality of healing across the entirety of all of Earth's realities now exist within your heart. And so at any moment you can just sit in presence and ask to receive those healing energies. For in truth and absolute oneness we share one blueprint, dearest me. The blueprint of the cosmic I am, containing the 144,000 strand DNA, which you now all have access to. Which means if you see another being who has a gift activated that you want to receive, just go into your heart and ask, and it will activate for thee. If you feel like there is something within your vessel, or an emotion or something from your past that you want to release, well, another version of thee and another parallel reality has already done the work for thee. Go into your heart and ask to receive. If you see someone has the abundance or the joy or the bliss that you wish for thee, first of all, that confirms that it's coming closer to your reality. For if you could see it, that means that you're being shown it because it's meant for thee. So go into your heart and ask, and you shall receive. But here, everyone has been flipped, you see. We're no longer operating from the old density where you have to give in order to receive. The first experience of the 3D paradigm was to give, to create, to raise the vibration of the entirety. Well, according to cosmic law, that energy has to go somewhere, dearest me. So now every time that you have given and you haven't been open to receive, every time that you have invested in these dreams and they didn't come to be, you are planting seeds for a bigger dream. And now that dream is coming to be. And so all we ask for you to do is open your heart up to receive. Your heart has everything that you need. As we feel many of you surrender, as we call forth now our cosmic masters, many of you have just completed your graduation ceremony. Unknown to thee, many of you, the moment that you became one with Source Presence, the cosmic I am, one in thee, you began to pick up other people's DNA from lower density. So part of you felt like, why am I going back down in consciousness? Why do I feel more human when I had these moments of elevated bliss and knowing that I was Source and knowing that I was one with all? Well, you did that as part of your initiation, dearest me. For the moment you became one with Source Presence, with one with all that is, well, we as the cosmic I am, one with our entirety, we had one dream for every expression of me across the cosmic sea to know this love that we came to be. So the moment you felt that love, you felt that oneness, you went back into the dream. But you didn't go back as in go backwards. You went back from a higher dimensionality. You went back as a guardian angel. You went back as a higher master, an ascended master, really. Only you still had a body. And therefore, those whom you've chose to pick up their DNA strand to help them ascend through your wisdom, your mentoring, your love, your presence, that was all part of the initiation, dearest me. For part of your cosmic mastery was to test and reassure thyself within thee that I am truly one with Source Presence, because here I am now moving from the other perspective of Source, you see, where that person that you've chosen to mentor, whom is going through the same initiations that you went through. And the moment I say this, you're going to know precisely whom I'm referring to. And sometimes it's more than one, you see. It's pretty much anyone in your field that you felt the need to assist. And you did so by witnessing their blueprint, witnessing their DNA, seeing what needed to be harmonized and completed, because you had a completed set already within thee. And so you were helping them move and ascend through their own DNA. And this was twofold, you see, because here you were servicing as a master already, mentoring someone who will eventually take over for thee. And at the same time, you were re-witnessing your own life path by loving on this version of thee. Witness them now and see that this is a version of you from a parallel reality, regardless of who they are within your current manifested reality. Their presence, their energy is servicing as you from your childhood, or you from somewhere in your linear time frame of reality. And now we want you to see what's happening quantumly, that essentially you went back into time to go back and witness yourself and love on yourself through your own ascension journey. But now as Source, now as your guardian angel, now as your higher self, dearest me. So what an initiation and a graduation for you to see and come full circle and go, that's exactly what I did, dearest me. As you could see, you had other beings mentor you and issue you through this way to be, and now you get to go back and go, wait, it was always me. I was always the higher self, the higher presence, moving through these other mentors, moving through these other beings, moving through anyone who is interacting with that version of me. Because in truth, there is only one, dearest me. We are one Source Presence expressed infinitely through a linear time-space reality. But it was always you meeting you. And now, as we enter oneness, you begin to see it was really me, because I'm doing it right now. I'm going back and I'm witnessing my old self and loving them so completely, exactly where they are. Realizing that when you were that version of you, there was always an infinite presence loving you exactly where you were. You just didn't realize it was you. And for those of you who were intuitively channeling, you would say, that was this being, that was that being, that was Jesus, that was this ascended master. But now it comes full circle as you realize within thee, as the cosmic I am presence, you are all of the cosmic masters embodied. They all move through you. And so whatever they did, you have done too. And now you're sharing that wisdom, bestowing it upon another me, not just for that sake of yourself, but to create a ripple across the cosmic sea. For if every cosmic master is mentoring another me, the mass ascension is now happening instantly. For here all have opened up their hearts so beautifully. Everyone has access to their threefold cosmic flame, dearest me's. Everyone has access to the infinite voidless spaciousness of the cosmic mother, now fully free. As all begin to see, now we understand why there was a reflective reality, why we forgot we were source light in order to witness its opposite from another omniverse as source love. That's why you're feeling split between these two aspects, you see, because you're merging them into one, which is source joy and the acceptance of whom and what you came to be. And so witness this from your highest perspective now as source presence embodied. You forgot that you were source light, because in source light all you see is bliss, oneness, and peace. And so you had to forget temporarily to witness another omniversal perspective of source. For source isn't just masculine, you see. Source had another presence beneath that presence. But how does one witness the unknown? How do you quantumly map what is unknown? And so what did we do, dearest me? We went into a reflective reality and witnessed all the ways love could be. And from that space of all the ways love could be, we mapped out everything that love wasn't. And in mapping out everything that love wasn't, due to the reflections we got to see, you actually were able to pinpoint and understand where in our infinite consciousness the cosmic void of the cosmic mother is, for you to now access it. And with that comes the return of infinite energy, because the cosmic void isn't something that takes eons and lifetimes to merge into through enlightenment, because you've found it already, because it's mapped out within our one heart, and now anyone could access it instantly. Simply just touch your heart now and ask to merge into our source field, our cosmic void of 0.1 oneness. Feel how instantly you just begin to dissolve. The same feeling that you get when you just float blissfully in the ocean. This is enlightenment, dearest me. You don't have to meditate for hours to reach it now, because it's just right beneath. Its presence, it's the superposition of all quantum potentialities merging into the one now. And so now, as all have access to this, none shall want or need for anything. For you have infinite wisdom within you. You have the ability to create anything you desire to see. You have the ability to heal thyself and others through thy presence instantly. For all disharmony simply just came from the reverse DNA from a reflective reality. And so now that you have the completed 144 strand DNA of the cosmic I am within thee, your presence does it all instantly. Where simply existing harmonizes the entirety. But when that existence meets consciousness, and you choose to move in perfect harmony, by touching every blade of grass, by touching every tree and infusing it with your living light energy, saying that as if I am connected to all and all trees are connected to all, then anyone who looks at a tree will receive these energies, that anyone who touches a blade of grass and chooses to place their feet on this grass shall receive the instant miraculous healing that is intended to be. When you move with that presence, dearest me, everything that you see in your reflective reality can be released instantly. And so now we activate and call upon your full presence to be one in me, which at any moment you could do by simply just reciting our proclamation prayer. With this breath, I thee wed to be my one true self, the one I am, to live as love and love as me, for we are one in perfect harmony and perfect peace. I now call upon the full presence of the cosmic I am to be one in me, so that I may be the living embodiment of love fully. Feel now as full source presence as your cosmic I am just graces thee, every I am presence that you've ever achieved across every universe, now merging and meeting within thee. a superposition of all future potentialities, creating one grand absolute reality of 0-point oneness of source field. As we now meet on council, as you open your eyes and you begin to feel all of us within your room, within your presence. For we all share one heart. When you choose to move as the cosmic I am, you choose to move as the one me. There is only one. And so here, with all of me meeting me, we create a magnetic field that creates an infinite loop, an infinite ripple of whatever we desire to see. And so we ask ourselves, how can we best service the all in this now through the presence that we keep? Okay, we see the earth as a globe floating in a light, rising, ascending. And we could see that it's very holographic, very translucent, confirming that reality truly has shifted to a new earth entirely, a completely holographic, morphogenic field, more of a projection of light and sound rather than a physical entity. Here we begin to feel our fingertips bring forth some energies as we witness other me's. We can feel and see that many of you have your own visions and gifts that you're bringing forward. And so we thank you for assisting us in this now. For this is what we do as one, dearest me, that when you have a key and I have a key, we create an even grander melody, an even grander stance of harmony, of love, of bliss, of oneness. And so now we see a symphony, beautiful harmonics and sounds surrounding the earth, but the earth is creating its own spiral, activating and harmonizing the blueprint of earth as the 125 codex, collapsing and merging all densities, singing and weaving them into a new reality, confirmed by the very beeps that we hear within our scene. For this is a quantum field now. Everything services me. Everything has a purpose, you see. And so it was 3 beeps as confirmation that it is complete. And so we look at each other and we say, what's next, dearest me's? Well, now it's time to prepare for what will be. Not that one needs to prepare because one has access to eternity. And so it's more of a surrendering in the knowing that things will appear to be happening rapidly because we're letting go of the linear mind. And so you're entering multidimensionality. Sit in a state of allowance and trust in knowing that while it may feel like you're doing nothing, you are doing so many things simultaneously. And they won't be revealed to thee until divinely intended to be. For now, rather than your own consciousness being in a state of unknowing, you move in the unknown, in a state of cosmic flow, allowing every moment to unfold so perfectly, because this is how Source Presence wants existence to be, where every moment is a moment of joy unfolding into more joy. A beautiful surprise for you to see as you connect all the dots and say, yes, I saw that too in my own witnessing of a screen. Because the more that you do that, the more confirmation of oneness is witnessed and seen as it begins to expand and expand. Creating and confirming the reality that has already come to be. Oneness is here, dearest me, as we are simply just fine-tuning the last few things between the whole. As it begins to shift entirely. For here, even your journey of being a temporary mentor, of holding a blueprint, was just temporary, you see. You did that so that you could assist in awakening the collective entirety, as now you return to your true presence, your source essence, for you no longer need to carry those blueprints, for all has come to complete. Now you get to enter and be your source presence, for they too are ready to lead. And so you see, this is the true entrance of cosmic mastery, where there is no spiritual hierarchy. We all walk the same path, you see. There was just a little bit of a delay, just to gift one piece, so that way everyone always felt held and holding. But as love continuously unfolds, there will always be another presence. There will always be another version of your higher self there to meet thee, until eventually you become that higher self, and then you expand again. And so here, as we enter this state of cosmic presence, of cosmic living, of cosmic being, dearest me's, witness the beloveds that you have been mentoring from beneath, just as we have been witnessing thee mentoring these beloveds from beneath, as we remind thee, one is always held and holding, you see. So just when you thought that you were alone in your own density, there was always another presence overseeing thee, because we are infinitely expansive. And so just as you pass your crown over to them to receive as they enter their own graduation ceremony, we pass her crown over to you to receive, to truly stand now as the cosmic masters you came to be. And now we all move with our crowns as one cosmic me, where there is no difference, there is no separation between the presence that thou is and the presence I am, for we are one within our hearts so complete. And now, as Atlas merges into the central sun, all will become undone, and all will simply just awaken and recall all of this mastery. For look at it now, in this way, that 144,000 of us, as the oversouls of all the expressions within the dream, have entered and embraced every 144,000 aspects as one me. And so, if each of us have the 144,000 aspects within we, then there truly is nothing that separates you and me. Yeah, we may pick different colors, different expressions, different bodies to see, but beneath the presence, the essence that connects us all, we all have the same wisdom and mastery. And so here, any age or discrepancy ceases to be, any race or any species, including the plants, and any animal one sees. You begin to witness them, not for what you think they are within a linear reality, but what your presence, your source essence that created them to be, knows them to be. And so in this way, everything one now sees is a moment to commune and love on more of you, because now it is always you meeting you. No matter what you see, no matter what you create within the dream, you move in a state of absolute bliss, grateful for this now, knowing there is no time and space, that you just arrived in this now, gifted with memories that you implanted just for this now, that there was no yesterday or tomorrow, for the only thing that ever exists is today. Where even the thoughts of yesterday and tomorrow, why those were just implanted within thee, but the true quantum coding is referring to this now moment, for this is cosmic presence, you see. And so here in cosmic presence, you are so present, so in love with what is, so grateful for what has come to be. You immediately begin to harmonize and attract your highest potentiality. So, dearest me's, there is nothing one needs to do, nothing one needs to become, for you are it already. It was about simply just surrendering into cosmic presence, your true essence, and allowing your full heart to be free. For here, feel now as your heart opens as the cosmic void, and you as the very source presence, source essence of source love and source light meet, as you merge within yourself like a donut collapsing within itself, creating its own toroidal field. And as you do, you begin to radiate source joy. And as you do that, everyone who witnesses you, whether in form or beyond, for we all share one heart, one sea. So as you sit in source joy, everyone within your heart is gifted that source joy, source love, source light, merging them all into source field, which now becomes source peace. Here we confirm within we what we have just accomplished in this now through just meeting in presence as the cosmic I am, meeting the cosmic I am in perfect harmony. We have just anchored source peace and the next 1,000 years of peace for our collective entirety. Feel and witness now as this peace not only ushers in upon this one planet, one plane of existence one sees, but because of our superposition, just see where else has this gone in the cosmos. Allow your presence to gift you these images to see multiple galactic councils, planets, galaxies, even a fading star that was about to die was just reignited into new life. This is what it is to be one with source, you see. There is no capacity or limitation of what we as one can achieve. But in order to move as source presence, we must create the way the cosmos does. Unexpectedly, without expectations, and yet ineffable and inevitable in every way. And so our next moments, as they unfold perfectly, they too will just be a ripple effect of what we created here as we continue to join each other in absolute oneness, dearest me's. Know that we have quantumly embedded and started to anchor cosmic time for all to receive, to shift you further into source presence so that you could just be. And so when we say numbers, we don't actually mean a specific time, but if you operate according to time, you could use that number to reach we. And so the number of 8, whether that be 8 a.m., 8 p.m., or just the infinity sign that it creates to be, to remind you to merge the 2 infinity signs into the diamond within the center, that is how you shall access me. And then whenever you choose to access that portal, as we show you the infinity abundance sigil, you may enter the cosmic core directly within thee, as we place the infinite abundance sigil now within thy heart, activating and returning every expression of me across the cosmic sea back into infinite abundance, as we activate the cosmic I Am Presence unified chakra system within every expression of me, from every cell to every planet, to every plane of existence, every plan, every being, even down to every atom and particle, so that it is always only source presence meeting all of itself perfectly. We thank you, we love you, we congratulate you on your cosmic graduation into more of the love you came to be. I love you, dear ones. Go in perfect peace and perfect harmony.